You're not going to get yelled at and say, you're a redhead, I can never match you, or you're not good looking, you need to, lose 30 pounds, or you're not going to be yelled at, you're not going to be lined up like a police lineup.
She may tell me to straighten my hair.
Straighten your hair.
Ladies, how are you guys doing?
Paul.
Great.
Good? Really good? All right, you look good. I'm telling you guys really look good.
Thank you.
Really look good.
You're really looking good.
Oh, thank you.
I'll
It's gonna be
drink
one
to
of those
that.
nights, right? One of those nights. All right, I'll cheers to
We're
that.
looking good.
I'll cheers to that.
All
All right,
right.
cheers.
I can't
Listen
wait
to
for this
a great
conversation.
conversation. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Peggy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so we are all matchmakers. That's what we have in common, right? We know that Patti Stanger, Millionaire Matchmaker, without question put our profession on the map. You all watch the show, I'm sure. You've seen at least one episode. Do you think, A, that her show represents our profession? And then also, what myths would you debunk for, let's say, a prospect wanting to become a matchmaking client? So what myths are out there about her show that you just believe are just not the case for a real matchmaker?
Paul, I'd love to add a cultural angle to this. Our clients are South Asian, and what I find with Patti's show is that there's almost a presumption that if someone is coming to her, her client, if someone's coming to her hasn't found love, there's something wrong with that client, right? Or why would they be coming to her?
Sure.
A lot of our clients, though, we're coming from a backdrop of being the first generation who are dating as a means to finding a partner.
Okay.
So a lot of us grew up hearing, don't date, don't date, don't date. Okay, get married. So a lot of our clients just could use some help navigating dating as a means to finding a partner.
Okay.
And that's really what it's about. Not any problem with who they are or anything like that.
And I'll say these shows, reality shows, it's not reality, it's entertainment. So keep in mind, these shows are cast. These shows are ramped up to, I love her advice. I love a lot of things on the show, but for instance, you come into one of us and you're not going to get yelled at and say, you're a redhead, I can never match you, or you're not good looking, you need to, lose 30 pounds, or you're not going to be yelled at, you're not going to be lined up like a police lineup.
She may tell me to straighten my hair.
Straighten your hair, and you'll never get a date because your hair. So it's a softer approach when you're with some real matchmakers, and I think so. A myth on that show is that how hard, core it's going to be, or maybe it's scaring people. Who knows? They love to watch it, but maybe they're going to be afraid if they come to a matchmaker, they're going to be, criticized and cut down or something.
Sure.
Like that.
But are you proud of the show? Because here's someone who's representing our industry in front of millions of people. So are you proud of the show?
I think people are more aware now of what a matchmaker does, and that we're out there. And but I do find that when people come to meet with me, they're scared. They're scared. Women come to me and they think I'm gonna talk to them the way Patti talks to women.
Sure.
And so they're actually nervous, and then they meet me and they're, oh, I'm so glad, you're so much nicer than I thought. Right? I mean, it happens a lot. I'm not going to criticize someone and tell them what's wrong with them. I'm going to try to accentuate what's right, and if there is something little that they can change, I'm going to say it in a nice way.
Okay.
So that they can feel confident about dating. I don't want anyone leaving me feeling worse about themselves.
Yeah. So Peggy, you are one of the nicest matchmakers that I know. Really. I like to call you mom, almost.
Mama Matchmaker.
Mama Matchmaker. Okay, I'll take that. So how do you feel about Patti's harsh stance, and then also, do you ever bring out any evil whoop butt on your clients?
I'm straight, very candid. I'm not evil. Evil isn't in my vocabulary, but people need to hear things that are not easy for them to hear. And being able to say those things in a way that is not offensive, but you still have to say them. Patti, she hasn't learned that yet, and so she's offensive. And I think that piece is not something I personally am proud of.
Right. All right, so we just had a phenomenal conversation about Patti Stanger and debunking myths about her television show, Millionaire Matchmaker, and the consensus on the panel is that Patti Stanger is maybe not the best matchmaker, but she is a phenomenal reality television star.